The main thing that we're going to be talking about, I think, in this presentation, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to be talking about how to set up these keywords for SMS.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's interesting because a lot of SMS services out there charge like per short code, and that's a way for them to clock additional fees on. But what's neat about this Pixwalla Pro Tools is that we have the ability to create unlimited keywords that will fire off automation or automatically reply. And so the examples I was given to you earlier was a restaurant that might have somebody walk in, and there could be an iPad or even a sign, a printed sign that says, join our coupon list, or be a loyal customer, receive coupons through text message, click here, or text the word, Rumby to this number, or text the word eat to this number. And then based upon that keyword eat or Rumby, it will automatically subscribe them to a list, and it will also automatically send them coupons out for being on that list through text messaging. And I love this because it's different than just the short codes in that you can create unlimited keywords. And so if you had multiple, let's say you had 16 franchises of your restaurant, you could literally set up a different keyword for each restaurant and not have to go out and buy 15 different SMS pack or marketing programs from different companies to manage that. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but yeah. So what I thought we would do today is just jump in and go through the process of how this works. The first thing that I would do is I would go over to contacts. I'll just kind of run through this real quick, and I would create a new contact list. And this is, if I owned a business or a restaurant, this would be the first thing that I would do. I would actually create a list for that business establishment, right? Or if I was a real estate agent and I was selling a specific house, this would be the list of people that's interested in that house. That maybe there's a sign in the front yard that says, want more information, text home to this number. And then everybody that texts home to this number ends up getting the reply. But I also want to see who those people are. So I'm going to create the list to collect the data from that advertisement. Okay. If I had a car lot, I wanted to put a keyword on each and every car so that after hours people could come and text that keyword for that car to that number and receive information. And then me as a sales rep for that car lot could see the numbers of everybody that inquired, and I could reach back out to them. So there's multiple reasons why a company would want to use this, but this is how simple it is to set up. So if my business was ABC Business, right, and that was what I was collecting data on, and I'm just going to say it's a coupon, and maybe I own the greatest island grill in San Diego, and people come in, I want to create this loyalty program. Well, I could put in, San Diego Island Grill or whatever my business is in this case. Or if you had a car wash and you wanted to move people onto a list for your car wash to increase the amount of visitors to that car wash. But in this case, I think you get the point. I'm going to say ABC Business. I'm going to hit save. That's going to create my list, right? This is where the information's going. Now, once my list is created, then I come over here to numbers, and I'm going to go SMS. Now, this is what's awesome about this platform is you have the ability to add as many numbers in and as many keywords in. Now, this is important because sometimes you may want, like, let's say you had a franchise and you had multiple offices that are ran by, or multiple businesses that are set up independently, that run their own expenses and have their own books. and you don't want to have to, and even those businesses might market independently from one another. You want to provide the tool, but you want to keep that separation between the different franchises. Right. Well, in this case, you could add a separate number for each franchise. And you can see the monthly fee for that number is ridiculously low at $347 to be able to handle all the messaging back and forth. Not a lot of investment there. So you can run everything off of one number, or if you want that independence for each of your locations, you can have a different number set up for each location. Does that make sense to you?
Now, the number represents what?
The number is going to be, so if you walked into my business and I said, join my coupon list, text the word food to 1-435-215-1342. So the moment you text the word food to that number, it's going to add you to the contact list I just created, and it's going to automatically start the automation that's going to fire out your coupon and put you in the drip system to receive future coupons in the future.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Right. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So this is the ability to add that number in, and you can have multiple numbers. So if I own multiple businesses and I don't want any chance of those numbers kind of crossing over each other, I could have a number for my real estate business. I could have a number for my marketing company. I could have a number for my wife's salon that she does hair at. And on and on and on. You could really segment this and segment your marketing so that you're super effective. So that's the first. Second thing you do. So I'd set up my contact list, and I'd come over here and I'd actually add a number. One of the things about adding a phone number is it's important that when you're in here searching for a phone number, it says anywhere. I always say starts with, and then I put the area code that I want, 1435 search. And I always put the country code in, and that's going to start out and show me all the numbers available with my local number, with my local area code.
Okay.
So I can have a localized number for my business. Okay?
Definitely.
Now, once that's done, that's not too hard, right? I mean, so far all you did was name a list and select a number. I mean, this is easy stuff to do. Now we're going to go up and set up our first coupon that's going to fire out to them. So I click on automation, and I click on this setup button here, and this takes us into the automated tasks of the platform. So this is called SMS inbound rules. And you'll see I have different options here. We won't get into any of this stuff here today, but this is just, I'm going to keep this super simple. This is all you have to do. You'll be up and running. So SMS inbound rules. So what I'm going to do here is I just basically say add new rule. And this is going to say, okay, what number do you want to use for this rule? And I'm going to say I want to use my 435 number, my local number that I just purchased. The rule name that I'm going to do is I'm going to call this coupon list, right? This is a list of or I could call it loyalty program or whatever I want to call it, right? But this is going to be the rules name. That way I can recognize my rules if I have multiple rules set up. Now this is where it gets super cool. I can go in here and I can say, I want to look for any message. Remember, this is inbound rules, so that means a message is going to come to this number with the keyword in it. It could be, wash if you own a car wash. It could be eat if you want to eat, or whatever it is. So I come over here and I say, okay, I want any message that contains the keyword. This is where you can create unlimited keywords. I want any message that contains the keyword, and I'm going to do, again, going with the restaurant theme, I'm going to go and say pizza. If I owned a pizza shop, my keyword is pizza. So I'm going to say text the word pizza to this number. Text the word pizza to this number to join our coupon program and get free pizza, free meals, discounts, all the fun stuff, whatever you want to tell them. Now, this is the action. So when somebody texts this word to this number, this is what happens. So I have all these options here. I'm going to simplify this, and I'm just going to say auto reply. So all it's going to do is just auto reply a message. It's going to say thank you for joining our coupon list. Oops, I don't want to put that there. Thank you for joining our loyalty program, right? Loyalty program. Oops, sorry about that. Loyalty program. And take an additional 20% off your next order. Use coupon code. And this is where you can match your coupon codes with your point of sale software. So if your point of sale software allows you to add coupon codes in, you can preload those and then put them in here. So in this case, I'm just going to go like this. There's my coupon code, right? And when I hit save, I click enable and I hit save. Now, what ends up happening is if you were to pull out your phone, I'm going to have you pull it out right now, okay? And set your text, go to your text messaging program and text the word pizza to this number here. Do you see that number there? I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And and here's the number right here, okay? Can you do that real quick?
Right now.
Okay. I'll move your video here. You can actually show it on the screen. Oops, you have it there? I don't want to cover it up.
Okay, let me just make sure I got it right. 1, 4, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 3. Okay.
You got it?
Mm-hmm. So it takes a few seconds for it to go in, right? Oh, bam.
So can you get it a little bit closer so we can see it? So it says, thank you for joining our loyalty brand. Yep. Now, this is what's super cool. Thank you for doing that. See how quick that we set that whole thing up? You're in business that fast.
Very quick.
It's awesome, huh? So let me go ahead and minimize this. And now if I go over to my contacts, what I'm going to have my contact list is I'm going to have it. Oh, here's another thing. I forgot about that. See, this is why it's good to do these trainings. So now I'm going to go to my automation. I'm going to set up another automation, and I'm going to add another rule. And this time, I'm going to call this one add to contact list. I'm going to say this number, any message that contains the word pizza, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
Right here, we're going to say create a contact, all right, or move contact, or plus email plus name, but we're going to say create a contact, and it says contact list, and guess what list we pick in here is our ABC business list, right? So what we're now saying is when somebody types the word pizza, not only do we want to send them a coupon, but we also want to put them on our list. So I'm going to hit save, and now I'm going to have you do that one more time.
Not a problem.
Okay. Now this time when you actually send that text message, you're going to be added to my list. And then once you're on the list, you can see these buttons, send SMS. I can fire off an SMS campaign to any one of the people on my list at any time, or I can set it up to automatically fire out once a week, twice a week, every Thursday, every Friday. So
you can actually set it up automatically on Christmas, New Year's.
All of that stuff. Yep. Yeah. So we just set the automation up for them. But that's all you do, and this system's up and running. Let me know when that text arrives.
It did.
Okay. And then what ends up happening is the automation rule that we just set up will now move that person into the list, the ABC list.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to click view here because I don't want to disclose your phone number on the video. Oops.
Gotcha.
But I will, you can see how it's increased.
Sure.
See that? All right. So with that being said, you have the ability now to list build your customers from your business. And this doesn't show the customer's name and email and all that. It shows their number, but they opted in, which gives you permission. This is permission-based opt-in. that allows you to send marketing messages to them through text messaging. And so that's how simple you set this up. And again, with automation, you have all kinds of fun things. And then we have the ability on our side, when your account's created, to customize it to some extent. Like you talked about, hey, I want a message to go out on Christmas or Halloween or this or that. And that's where you get into these time-based automations here. See this?
Gotcha. And
so we basically assist you in your setup of that. And that's included with the setup and all that fun stuff. But that's how simple it is to set up these unlimited keywords, which I think this is a far better method than doing the short codes, because the short codes, to me, it seems like it's a marketing scheme to get you to spend more money because businesses think, I've got to have a short code. And the truth is that all it is giving platforms out there the ability to charge you more and more money, because every time you want to go create a short code on one of these other platforms, you're increasing your monthly, bill by $150 or whatever they're charging for that. And so with this platform here, again, you control unlimited phone numbers and unlimited keywords, and you can set up your automation, and we can also configure your time-based automations for you. So some cool stuff. There's several other things in this platform that we won't go over in this video. I just wanted to cover the SMS. But just to touch on these, we do have email marketing, where you can actually send out emails to your list. So as you build that list and you have contact forms on your website and so forth, that data can also go into these lists as well. So you can collect things like email. Some people you don't have to just accept somebody's SMS to put them on a list. You could actually have an iPad that sits right there next to your register that says join our coupon program, and they put their name, email, and phone number in. Well, when they put their name, email, and phone number in, you can still fire off an SMS message, but now you've also got their email, which you can do drip marketing and set up the email marketing to them. And then if you want to do postcards out to them, you can even ask them for their address. And if there's special events and things that you're doing, you can even send out postcards to them. So you've got a lot of options here. But the main thing is this has everything you need to create a loyalty program that is awesome for your business. So hopefully that answers your questions. And if you have any more, I'm more than happy to jump in and answer them. So.
Not a problem. One thing I like about this is the unlimited amount of keywords you can make. I was going with another company, and for every keyword, I think you said it before, it's like $50 or something, but continuing every month. For less than $4 per keyword that you can use unlimited is incredible. So this is great.
Yeah, and you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to use one keyword for one phone number. I mean, you could literally use the same phone number and have pizza, and then you could have car wash, and then you could have real estate, and you can run unlimited keywords, and it doesn't cost you a dime more. Now, you might say, well, how much is the text messaging on this platform? This is where it gets really good. If I go over to accounts and I go billing or recharge, this is how you top up your account. I'm just going to go to top up, and you've got some pretty affordable pricing in here for SMS. So anyhow, that gives you an idea. And these might fluctuate a little bit, but at least you're up and running. So
please owe your competition. I mean, for a company that I used to use, again, for $100, they only gave you, I think, 3,000 text messages that you could send out, which is nothing in a business. Yeah. This is way cheaper than any other platform that I've ever seen before.
It is. It's a lot less, but anyhow, it is awesome to be able to use and implement in your business, and so yeah. I hope this answers your questions, and you can see how easy it is to set up. If you want to do a demo account and show somebody how this works, just save that phone number in your phone and type the word pizza to it, and I'll just leave that in there, and you can use that whenever you want.
Excellent.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording, and we'll use this for training. So
Very cool, man.
let me, if I can figure out how to do it. How do you stop a recording on here?